and welcome to Pirate News. I'm Melania Gluch.
And I'm Jimmy Bliss. Today we'll give you the latest from across campus, tri-state area, and the globe.
We'll also have your Seton Hall sports update and 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. Seton Hall has received a gift of $500,000 from President Nyers and his wife Kelly, intended to be used for student scholarships, instructional activities for faculty, and innovative research. We are blessed to have a president and first lady who are committed advocates for college affordability and faculty support. The Nyers stand behind the very priorities they ask others to support, that is the essence and validation of leadership, and we are grateful to have them at the helm, said Kevin H. Marino, Esquire, chair of the Seton Hall University Board of Regents. Speaking about the donation, First Lady Kelly Nyers stated that we are very fortunate to be part of the Seton Hall community and to see firsthand the transformation that takes place on our campuses. Also stating that if we're asking people to give to Seton Hall, we need to show that we believe in Seton Hall and its people 100%.
Seton Hall University's Bateman team announced the launch of Seton Hall Love Week, a series of events focused on raising awareness of lymphoma and the early signs of this life-threatening condition. Kicking off this campaign on Valentine's Day and designated Seton Hall University's Lymphoma Day, with students, faculty, and other community members wearing red to support the launch of this important initiative.
The next speaker in the Stillman School of Business's Masterclass in Marketing Speaker Series will be Ian Trombetta, SVP and Social Influencer Marketing for the NFL. The event will take place virtually through Microsoft Teams on Thursday, February 24th from 7 to 8 p.m. Trombetta's masterclass is titled The Rise and Importance of the Influencer Marketing. He will use his on-the-job expertise to give attendees his insight. If you wish to attend, you can register for this free virtual event at shu.edu/business/masterclass series.
The Department of Catholic Studies at Seton Hall University is pleased to invite students to participate in its annual Catholic High School Essay Contest. The competition is open to all students enrolled in grades 9 to 12 in New Jersey Catholic high schools. This year's essay contest is focused on the legacy of Bishop James Roosevelt Bailey in New Jersey's Catholic schools. April 28th marks the 180th anniversary of the conversion of James Roosevelt Bailey to Catholicism. The former minister of a prominent New York family had been called to conversion through his work among poor Irish immigrants and through his collaboration with the Catholic priests in Harlem, and he was encouraged in his conversion by his cousins, the children of St. Elizabeth Ann Bailey Seton. After 3 years of prayer and discernment, he was received into a church in Rome, a Jesuit church, in the room of St. Ignatius, after attending the spiritual exercises.
Now we'll send it over to Brian Henderson with the latest in Seton Hall sports. Brian?
Thanks, Mel. I'm Brian Henderson here with your Seton Hall sports update. The men's basketball team lost a tough game Wednesday to number 24 UConn 70-65. The Pirates were led by Jameer Harris and Jared Roden, who scored 15 and 14 points respectively. Kadari Richmond also tallied 13 points. Seton Hall got back in the win column as they won a nail-biter against DePaul 66-64. Jared Roden had a huge double-double with 18 points and 18 rebounds. As the Big East tournament gets closer, the Pirates are looking to finish the last stretch of the season strong this Wednesday against Butler. The women's basketball team has cooled off a bit. They extended their win streak to 6 games after beating Providence 62-52 on Friday. Andra Espinosa-Hunter had 17 points and Lauren Park-Lane had 14 points of her own. Unfortunately, the streak came to an end Sunday in a double overtime thriller to Creighton. Andra Espinosa-Hunter was incredible, scoring 35 points and going 6 of 8 from 3. Lauren Park-Lane had 24 points and 12 assists, while Sydney Cooks added 15 points as well. They look to get back on track Tuesday against the 1-22 Butler Bulldogs. That's all I've got for today's PTV Sports Update. Once again, I'm Brian Henderson. Now back to Mel and Jimmy with your local news.
Thanks, Brian. The Patterson superintendent is calling for face masks to remain required in the state's 4th largest school district after the statewide mandate ends on March 7th. The decision is up to the Patterson School Board, which is scheduled to vote on Superintendent Eileen Schaefer's recommendation 5 days before Governor Phil Murphy's revocation of the mask mandate takes effect. More than 60% of parents and district employees surveyed supported keeping the mask requirement, as did the city's health director, Schaefer told the school board on Wednesday night.
A now suspended Columbia University doctor and professor and former vice chair of pediatrics has been sentenced to a year of conditional discharge and counseling for sexually abusing a former patient. Joel Levine was found guilty of 2 counts of misdemeanor sexual abuse in the 3rd degree. This past December, for allegedly abusing a former patient in 2019, he was sentenced this past Friday. The maximum sentence for Levine would have been 3 months in jail, but prosecutors said the victim wanted Levine to attend counseling. The former patient addressed Levine in court saying, "In hindsight, I see how you groomed me for years since I was a minor in your care." She also stated that the abuse she suffered at the hands of Levine has left a long-lasting, profound impact on her life, affecting her personal relationships, career, and health.
Now we'll send it over to Angelina Paoline with your 5-day weather forecast. How are things looking, Angelina?
Thanks, Jimmy. I'm Angelina Paoline with your look at the weather conditions and the forecast for the South Orange area over the next 5 days. To kick off this week, make sure you have those umbrellas since we will be seeing rain with a high of 58 and a low of 35. Tomorrow will bring partly cloudy skies with a warm spring high of 67 and a low of 37. Thursday, we will see cloudy skies with a high of 39 and a low of 29. Make sure you bring that umbrella back out for Friday since the rain will be coming back again with a high of 41 and a low of 25. And finally, Saturday will bring sunny skies with a high of 41 and a low of 19. That wraps it up for your 5-day weather forecast. Once again, I'm Angelina Paoline. Now back to Jimmy and Mel at the desk with more news from across the country.
Thanks, Angelina. A student is dead and 2 others were injured after a stabbing inside a dorm at a Philadelphia area college. Officers responded to the Lincoln University campus in Lower Oxford Township for a report of a stabbing around 9:30 p.m. Wednesday, according to Fox 29 Philadelphia. 3 students were found stabbed inside a dorm and taken to local hospitals. The Chester County District Attorney's Office confirmed that one of the students, who has not been identified, died from their injuries.
5 people have been wounded and 1 woman has been killed in Portland, Oregon, in a shooting near Normandale Park this past Saturday. Officers responded to a report of a shooting in northeast Portland at 8 p.m. that night when a protest supposedly occurred within that area. According to the Portland Police Bureau, it was stated in their initial investigation that the incident started with a confrontation between an armed homeowner and armed protesters. Late Sunday, the police say that the scene was extremely chaotic, and a number of witnesses were uncooperative with responding to officers. Also noting, most people on the scene left without talking to police. Detectives believe a large number of people either witnessed what happened or recorded the incident as it unfolded. This is a very complicated incident, and investigators are trying to put this puzzle together without having all the pieces. The victims have yet to be identified.
That's going to wrap up today's episode of Pirate News. I'm Jimmy Bliss.
And I'm Melania Gluch. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a great day.